In the spring of 1453, Constantinople stood as a fading giant, a city once at the heart of the Roman world, now reduced to a fortified island of history surrounded by rising powers. For more than 1,000 years, its massive walls had protected the Byzantine Empire, guarding the narrow passage between Europe and Asia and controlling the flow of trade, culture, and religion. But on April 6, 1453, a young and ambitious Ottoman sultan named Mehmed II began a siege that would bring this ancient story to an end. The city was ruled by Emperor Constantine XI Palaiologos, a determined but desperate leader commanding barely 7,000 defenders, including foreign volunteers, against an Ottoman force that may have exceeded 80,000. Constantinople's strength lay in its legendary Theodosian walls, layers of stone and earth that had repelled countless invaders. But this time, the balance of history had shifted. Mehmed II brought with him something new: massive cannons, including a colossal bombard designed by the engineer Urban, capable of hurling stone balls weighing hundreds of kilograms. Day after day, the walls that had once seemed eternal began to crack under the thunder of gunpowder. The defenders fought with discipline and courage, repairing the walls each night and holding back repeated assaults. The Ottomans attempted to break the city from every angle, attacking by land and sea, but Constantinople still resisted. A heavy chain stretched across the entrance to the Golden Horn blocked the Ottoman fleet, preserving the city's last secure harbor. In response, Mehmed II ordered one of the most daring maneuvers of the age. His ships were hauled over greased logs across land and launched into the Golden Horn behind the chain, instantly changing the balance of the siege. With Ottoman vessels now threatening the city from the north, Constantinople was surrounded on all sides. Weeks passed, supplies dwindled, and hope faded. On the night of May 28th, Emperor Constantine XI addressed his soldiers for the last time, urging them to defend not just the city, but their faith, their people, and the legacy of Rome itself. Before dawn on May 29th, 1453, the final assault began. Waves of Ottoman troops surged toward the shattered walls, while cannons roared and drums echoed across the battlefield. The defense held at first, but a critical turning point came when Giovanni Giustiniani, the Genoese commander of the city's strongest troops, was seriously wounded and withdrawn from the front lines. Morale collapsed, and Ottoman forces poured through a breached gate near the Blachurni section of the walls. Emperor Constantine XI was last seen fighting among his soldiers. His body was never conclusively identified, and with his death, the Byzantine Empire ended. By sunrise, Constantinople had fallen. Mehmed II entered the city later that day, ordering an end to the chaos and declaring Constantinople the new capital of his empire. The great church of Hagia Sophia, once the heart of Eastern Christianity, was converted into a mosque, marking a profound shift in the city's spiritual identity. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves far beyond its walls. It marked the definitive end of the Eastern Roman Empire, a state that had preserved Roman law, Greek learning, and Christian tradition for over a millennium. For Europe, the loss of the city disrupted ancient trade routes to Asia, helping to drive exploration and the search for new paths to the east, including the voyages that would soon connect the world's continents. Scholars fleeing the fallen city carried classical knowledge westward, contributing to the intellectual energy of the Renaissance. For the Ottoman Empire, Constantinople became Istanbul, a thriving imperial capital and a symbol of a new global power. The events of 1453 were not just the capture of a city. They marked the close of the medieval world and the opening of a new age, where gunpowder reshaped warfare. Empires rose and fell faster than ever before, and history itself crossed a turning point from which it would never turn back.